didn't even try that time. I just danced. Well, kind of. All right. Clicking the mellow yellow, the yellow of mellow, getting ready for this topic.
Uh-oh.
It's my turn. Welcome.
Episode 6.
Yeah. Welcome to the DSBS podcast with Dallas and Shoni, where we're similar enough to stay married 32 years, together 34, but different enough to keep it interesting. And it is episode number 6, so it's my turn, my topic. I have a BS for you.
Okay.
You aren't going to think it's BS. I definitely think it's BS. So we're going to discuss this. Are you ready?
Let's try and get you onto the good side.
Yeah, it won't happen. I have one word for you.
Okay.
Tires.
Love them.
Why?
Because you need them.
Yes.
Yes.
We agree. You need tires. You need them.
Yes.
Why?
Well, they're what makes the car go round and round and round.
No. Why do you have such an obsession with tires? What is the obsession with tread and size and time and maintenance? Why? I just want to know why.
Well, I can tell you why. Because we have different vehicles that do different things, so you need different tires to do different things.
Tires are the bane of my existence.
Tires saved your life once.
Well, probably more than once. But they make me crazy.
You don't like them because they're
expensive.
A wearable item. And you're like, they should last more than 3-4 years.
They never last that long. They never last as long as you tell me. When you get new tires, you're like, okay, we spent this much. We had to get new ones, but they're going to last. These ones are long-lasting tires. They're never long-lasting tires.
I get my mileage out of them.
Okay. Let's talk through the different types of tires.
Okay.
Which tires do you not ever buy?
Well, I'm not going to badmouth any name brands.
No, but I mean, like, is there a certain size? Is there a certain type? I don't know anything about tires, so you'll have to educate me.
For my 2 trucks, I never get just highway tires. So, Raider the Ram, silver one, has full-on mud tires because it's pretty much a ranch truck. Goes to the ranch, goes hunting. And so, it has aggressive, noisy tires. And then Little Red, the Ram, dually, has rugged terrain, all-terrain tires, because I don't like it going to the ranch, but sometimes it goes to the ranch. But I pull a lot of big, heavy loads with that, and if I'm going in snow or dirt roads or whatever, I need traction to be able to stop and start and get us there safely.
But like even our 09 Avenger we've had for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
You get excited about tires for that.
Well, I get excited about tires. Sure.
Why?
But I'd like to point out, just for the record though,
I just want to know.
I have bought tires for that one since like 2020. So.
Oh, well, we don't drive it as much. It gets driven, but...
That was the one you were like, that's just a spare vehicle, don't buy tires. And you had a delivery truck cut you off on the highway.
In the snowstorm.
Yep. And you drove it like a snowmobile.
Yes, I did.
Went sideways one way, sideways the other, straightened out, came back, and you said, okay, you can get new tires for it.
Yeah, what that was in 2020. You're right.
So
that was a very scary experience, actually.
Yeah.
Driving down the road in a blizzard on the way home. I was out in the middle of nowhere. I would have pulled over, but yeah, that was a scary. Those truckers, man, they don't care.
Yeah.
They do not care. They're headed somewhere.
Yeah. Well, and I hope this doesn't make me sound chauvinistic, but as your husband, me personally, I feel like it's part of my job to make sure your vehicles are as safe as can be and reliable as can be, because you drive a lot of times 7-8 hours to different locations by yourself. So I'm always
That's
up,
not- I don't-
I'm always uptight about brakes, tires, and batteries.
Yeah, and I don't think that's chauvinistic, at least not for us, because that's part of our marriage agreement.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I don't know anything about mechanics. I don't really want to know. So it is in our unspoken marriage agreement that you take care of all of the maintenance of the vehicles. You enjoy that, first of all.
I do.
You're good at it. Second of all, I mean, I'll put gas in my car. And I'll put the correct octane
Yeah.
for. Are you proud of me?
Big word. Different vehicles get different ones.
Different vehicles have different octane, and you're a stickler for that kind of thing.
You've never put
gas
diesel
in a diesel or
in
diesel in a gas car.
Yep.
Yeah,
You've
no.
always done great there.
We have a training. We had a training many years ago in the Dallas Shoney Christensen household where we don't say I'm going to get gas. We say I'm going to get fuel. Yeah, it's always fuel.
Just to help keep you from having the G word in your head and all of a sudden, bam. Because we have family members out there that have put gas in their diesel vehicles or vice versa, and you have issues.
Yeah.
So,
that's a problem. Luckily, knock on wood.
yeah.
I've never done that.
No.
But I just don't understand the tires thing.
Yeah.
I don't understand your obsession. You're so excited about tires. And I know that I disappoint you when you come home and you want to tell me all about the new tread or the rating or...
It only hurts when you say they look like the last one and they're completely different.
They really do look like the last ones. Do you remember when we
you
first...
Can tell the Hunter story?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're on the same wavelength. So when we first moved to St. George, and it was our first year here, Hunter was at a football practice, and I went to pick him up and parked. It was at a school somewhere, and I parked and waited for him. And then it was a bad day. I had a really bad day that day. I was ornery, I had just had a bad day. And we were walking toward the parking lot, and I came up on my Dodge Avenger, and I'm like, somebody hit me in this parking lot. There was a big old dent in the front, and I started freaking out, and I whipped out my phone, and I was getting ready to call you, and I was going to call the police and get a police report because it was all dented in. And Hunter was like, Mom, Shoney. And I remember holding my phone and looking at him, and I'm like, what? And he's like, this isn't our car. See the rims? See the tires? This isn't our car. And then when I looked at it, I'm like, oh, it doesn't have leather. Nope, this isn't our car. I recognize the car by the leather seats, but not by the rims and tires. But my 10-year-old son at the time, he knew based on rims and tires because his dad's so obsessive about them.
To me, they're a tool.
Okay.
And I get excited about my new tools and this or that, or, look at this new welder, Shoney. Okay, great. Whatever. But tires to me they're another tool to be able to do what I want to do, be able to have you do what you want to do safely. And so, yeah, I just think you don't wear them till they're like thin either. No.
You'll replace them while they still have use. I think that's part of it for me.
Here's the situation, though.
Okay.
I've pointed this out to you before. And for people out there that don't know, all tires have a wear bar. And when the tread gets low enough and is even with that wear bar, then that tells you it's time to replace them. It is not time to replace them when the white steel belt starts showing and the nylon cords, or that it looks like a racing slick. The time to start doing it is when you have that wear bar. Now, if it's June and I'm just going to be driving my truck around town and I'm going to wait till August for hunting season, then I might run them a little longer so I have fresher tires for hunting season. But there is a method to the madness. It's not just, oh, I'd love to go spend, a couple $1,000 just because I have an itch today. So there is a method, but
You are
yes,
pretty excited when you get them, though.
I do. I am.
You love your tires.
It's usually when the cleanest the vehicles are too. 'Cause
Yeah.
gotta match the new tires. Got to get the car detailed.
Well, it's also something that you look for when, like, we'll be in a parking lot and you'll
I know.
you'll approve or disapprove of somebody's tires,
I know it.
depending on the tire.
Or I get excited if somebody has the same tires as me.
And I couldn't even tell you what type of tire. I couldn't tell you the brand.
You don't have to.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We said we have an
It's
agreement.
a part of our marriage contract.
You keep editing these podcasts, and I'll keep doing all the vehicle maintenance.
Yeah. Well, I don't hear you swearing about vehicle maintenance like I have to swear about editing these.
You're getting
I don't,
better. You're
except
getting
I
better.
don't edit them. These are not edited.
Well, not edited,
we just,
but just trying to get
uploading
them,
them and all of that. Because
we're new to the game.
can you imagine if I tried to edit and maybe we'll get good enough into the point where I can, but right now people just have to deal with the long pauses and the ums and mispronunciations,
Yeah. Well,
improper grammar.
I'll give a little secret out there
Yeah.
that the people that have already watched episode 5, they probably don't realize that was our second take because I messed up in the first one and we didn't know how to edit it. So we had to
Start over.
start all over 19 minutes in. So
It's practice.
yes, so episode 5 is actually take 2, but it's a great one.
Those of us from theater know that was the dress rehearsal.
Yeah,
You work out the kinks.
yeah, we did.
You're funny.
We did not go live, thank goodness.
Yeah, we're not live. But I aired. I mean, I don't edit them. I run them live.
Yeah.
So for
I
right
know.
now, anyway.
Start to finish, it's what you get. I'm just
So tires.
Yes.
Why are they so expensive? Because they're safety for one, right? So you've got a safety issue. Anything mechanical with automobiles, I think, is just out of control expensive.
everything's expensive. So, and we know that with the industry you're in. We know everything's.
But doesn't it feel like they're really expensive? Has it always been that way? And I just didn't pay attention until the last 10 years.
Tires are always expensive. The funny thing is like Raider the Ram has either 33s or 35s on it, depending on the time of year. And
I'm assuming that's a size. Mm-hmm. Okay.
33 inches tall or 35 inches tall. And then our smallest vehicle, our little Avenger RT, 09 Avenger RT, has these little itty bitty tires. And sometimes they're more expensive than the big tires. It's
Really?
Great. Yeah. The most expensive tires I've ever bought are the ones that are on your Jeep Grand Cherokee L.
Is that because of the rim size or whatever?
Yeah,
I know that was
a funky size and a funky tire size.
Yeah.
There wasn't many options. And then trying to get a somewhat all-terrain, because it came with straight-on street tires. And then if you're trying to come to the ranch or driving snow, we tried to get you a little more aggressive tire. And they were more money than my big tires. The 4 tires on your Jeep cost more than the 6 tires on my dually.
See, that makes me crazy.
I know it. So that's why we just don't tell you. We just say. And then when you ask, how'd you pay for that? I just say, I took care of it. And you say, okay, that's good enough.
So we're busting out some truths and secrets on the podcast today. Is that?
Every marriage has those certain things, don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah.
So.
The tires are the ones for us.
Yeah. How much does that cost? I took care of it.
So tell me why taller tires for trucks are such a big deal. Because it seems like, I mean, we're a Utah couple. Mm-hmm. People in Utah like their trucks.
Yeah.
And you and my son both are no different.
Yeah. We've put leveling kits on. The Dodges are usually, the Rams are come a little taller as it have in the past. So we've put leveling kits on them, but I haven't put big lift kits on them, but it's mainly the bigger tires, mainly just for clearance. As getting to the ranch, it's 12 miles off the pavement, and there's some sketchy canyons.
Pretty
and
hairy,
places.
pretty hairy spots on that dirt road.
You've been in some of those ruts where if you had smaller tire, you'd be dragging or get high centered.
So I think I just realized I have given you so much credit over the years for being like the best driver I've ever known, because you've gotten us out of some really crazy, muddy, snowy messes on dirt roads coming off of the ranch. Maybe I gave you too much credit as a
I'm
driver.
a shitty driver. I just buy really good tires.
Okay, I'll quit giving you all the credit for being such a great driver, and I'll start attributing it to the tires that you purchase.
Yeah.
Without me
See, babe,
understanding.
see? You can drive up here with these tires. See?
Yeah. No. So when is it appropriate then to keep the street tire? Those, what did you call them? Street tires from
Highway
the
tires?
dealership or
Yeah.
whatever. Like most people probably drive those. Most people probably don't change the tires out right when they buy a car.
I'll bet it's 50-50 on trucks. Not on cars. Your Jeep, we ran your tires until we had a blowout and they couldn't get that same one, so we just bought all 4.
It wasn't a blowout, it was a nail.
Well, but it was on the sidewall, yeah, so they couldn't repair it.
So that's how you determine what a blowout is on a tire?
Well, not.
Because when a blowout to me is like you're driving down the highway and your tire blows.
Like it did on our boat.
Remember, but the first time that ever happened to us, remember we were driving to Grand Junction and Kaylee was a baby.
Yep.
And we thought we got shot, and we were the only car.
Boom.
Yeah, and we were the only car on the highway forever, never.
Yeah.
Scared the living daylights out of me. I was very afraid. It was loud too.
Yeah.
That was a blow. So to me, that's a blowout. Maybe I have trauma over it. I don't know.
I just meant ruined tire. So
Okay.
it's just, not an actual blowout, but yeah. So.
Okay.
But for the record, though, the dually, I did run those tires for like 20,000 miles. And then
That doesn't seem like very many miles.
it wasn't very many miles.
That's like a year's worth of miles. I think the average is somewhere between 15 and 20,000 miles driven in a year. So you're telling me, well, I know you drive a lot.
They were highway miles, but I also pull, that one trailer was like 35,000 pounds. And if you remember, I couldn't make it up over the mountain in the snow on the asphalt. And so going into Reno, so I had to stop and wait for the road to clear up. And I'm like, I'm not doing that anymore. I tried to be fiscally responsible when we bought the new truck.
Financially.
Because I had to buy the 6 tires, but yeah. So, but.
All I know is they love it when you're calling them at the tire shop.
Well.
They know you by name. They know you by vehicle. They don't have to worry about having to upgrade your purchase because you're going to do that all on your own.
And most manufacturers, let's be real,
Okay.
they're going to put the cheapest tire they can that'll meet their minimum specs to get that vehicle out the door. That doesn't mean it's always the best tire or the safest tire. And for somebody that would have bought my same truck that was going to drive back and forth across Texas and it was dry all the time, it'd be great. But somebody that lives in the mountains and can push snow with his bumper or, 6 inches
need
of
a little
mud,
different tire,
you need
huh?
different tires, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll give you 10 seconds to show some love for your tires.
I need more time than that. I like to hug them and squeeze them, and nothing better than smelling new rubber. Oh,
Golly. All right, we're going to do rapid fire.
okay.
Rapid fire for tires. I actually have it on my phone
Okay.
because last time I wasn't really prepared and I couldn't come up with them fast enough. So here we go.
I just realized, too,
What?
that my mic's kind of in the middle of the screen. My face is off to the side, so don't be mad at me, people.
This is going to be fun to edit.
Yeah, I wasn't centered. We don't edit.
Well, but I have to edit the picture side by side.
You can see my whole face, at least.
All right. All right, rapid fire for tires. Ready?
Yes, ma'am.
How many times a year do you check the tire pressure?
Every time I'm pulling a trailer, every time I pull my trailer, I check my trailer tires. My vehicles, just when I'm pulling trailers, because I get them rotated every 7,500 to 10,000 miles, depending on which vehicle.
Okay. Would you rather have a flat tire or a dead battery?
Flat tire.
Really?
Dead battery, I'm stranded. Flat tire, I can change it with spare.
Okay, that makes sense. What's the best tire brand and why do you love it so much?
I can't say that.
Okay.
Just because I don't know if people get mad or ornery, but
Okay.
I do like some of the majors. So
Okay. Why do men pretend that they can feel the road through the tires?
I can feel how my vehicle handles through the tires. Absolutely.
Can you explain that to me?
I can explain that very easily to you.
Okay.
When our son was going to school in Phoenix,
Yes.
and that road between Lake Mead and I-40, that trucker lane was so, it would just sit there and vibrate the vehicle, remember? So we'd have to get in the fast lane. You can feel that. You can feel that through anything in that road is coming up through your tires. So, I mean, that was kind of a drastic one because it was
really, really bad.
rough, but even sometimes just driving up north, you can say, yeah, this lane I have to get over.
Get over.
Yeah.
I always thought that was the concrete versus the asphalt because concrete's so bumpy.
Yeah, concrete's horrible. But
All right. What does all-terrain really mean to you?
a good wife tire.
A good wife tire for all-terrain?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to put all-terrain on my trucks.
Okay.
Just because of what I do with them. There's people out there that all-terrain's a great choice for them, like your Jeep, but for my trucks, no.
All right. I've got like 3 more. Ready? Have you ever bought new tires just because they looked better?
No.
Never?
No. Like, because they look better than the ones I had on?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Have you ever chosen a pair? Have you ever chosen a set of new tires over another set because they looked better?
Looks are important. You want them to look good on your vehicle. But if I think this other tire is going to perform better, but doesn't maybe look as good from the side or whatever, I'm still going with what is going to perform the best.
Would you ever let me pick out the tires?
Maybe for the grandkids' four-wheelers, maybe.
That's a maybe.
Yeah.
That's even a maybe. Okay, on a scale of 1 to NASCAR, how dramatic are you about tire maintenance?
There's a little bit of the OCD that comes into that we've discussed in the past, yes.
Yeah,
So,
you're a little tire maintenance.
I change my batteries at certain times instead of waiting for them to go dead, I change them every so many years. And
It's part of that contract.
Yep, brakes and tires and all that.
All right, I'll try not to get mad and frustrated the next time you tell me we have to come up with more money for tires.
No, I just won't tell you. Remember?
No, you
How
have to
did you
tell
pay
me.
for that? And I'll just say, don't worry about it.
All right, that's it for this time around.
Okay.
Okay, see you next week.
Love you.
Love you.
Okay, bye.